The happy go lucky worldly man does not care for religion and higher transcendental matters. He does not worry about God, doctrine or reincarnation, immortal soul, yoga sadhana, the four means. He knows two things well, viz. To fill his pockets and to fill his belly. He eats, drinks, jokes, sleeps, procreates, and dresses himself in different costumes. Some cross the seas to get university degrees. Some practice alchemy to turn copper into gold. Some practice pranayam to live for 100 years. Some do banking and business to amass wealth. If you reflect deeply for a while, you will find out these people do two things only: eating sumptuously and sleeping, nothing more than this. But their eyes are opened a bit when their dearest relative dies, when they get an incurable disease, when they lose their wealth. They get a temporary disgust for worldly life. They ask, what is life? What is death? What is there on the other side of the death? Is there any life beyond? Where shall we go after death? The dispassion soon vanishes as they have no discrimination. Man tries to find happiness in sensual objects. Too much sensual indulgence wears out the stress and brings disgust, sickness, and diseases of all kinds. The more sexual pleasures he enjoys, the greater the passion becomes. He, lear- he learns bitter lessons. He learns that his happiness does not lie in satisfying the desire of the body and the senses. At last, he seeks to find happiness in his own Atma within. If you oppress a man, you will suffer oppression in another life and reap the fruits of the seed you have sown in this life. If you injure the eye of a man, your eye will be injured. If you break the leg of a man, your leg would be broken. If you feed the poor, you will have plenty of food in another life. If you build rest houses, you will have many houses in another life. Actions and reactions are equal and opposite. Such is the law of karma. Such is the law of birth and death. Such is the circle through which you must pass on your way. Many people are rich, but they do not enjoy their life properly. They have plenty of money, they have many bungalows, and yet are unhappy. Their life is very miserable. They suffer from several chronic diseases. Their sons are vagabonds. They are miserly. They are disliked by their friends and relatives. How do you account for this? They craved for money in their previous births, so they had this in this life, but did not use it well. They were selfish and cruel in their past life. They had no character in their previous births, so they suffer in this birth. Do good actions, entertain sublime, divine thoughts, and build your character. Have one pure, holy desire, the desire for liberation from the wheel of birth and death. Your character is built by your thoughts. As you think, so shall you become. If you think nobly, you will be born with a noble character. If you think badly, you would be born with a bad character. This is immutable law of nature. Desire determines which sort of object you will have in your next life. If you desire wealth very much, you will get it in your next life. If you desire power very much, you will get it in your next life. But money and power cannot give you eternal bliss and immortality. You must be very careful in your choice. Entertain one strong desire, the desire for moksha or the final emancipation. Shun worldly desires ruthlessly. You will soon be freed from the rounds of birth and death. Om Namah Shivaya.